On July 20th, 1944, a single bomb placed under a wooden table almost changed the world. If it had exploded just a bit differently, World War II might have ended months earlier. Millions of lives would have been saved, and honestly, history as we know it would be unrecognizable. This is the true story of Operation Valkyrie, the plot to kill Adolf Hitler, orchestrated not by Allied spies, but by Hitler's own officers. By 1943, the war was turning against Germany. Hitler's decisions were irrational, costly, and militarily disastrous. Inside the German army, a secret group of high-ranking officers began to whisper, "If Hitler continues, Germany will be destroyed." From those whispers emerged a bold idea: kill Hitler, restore control, end the war. Leading the movement was Colonel Claus von Stauffenberg, a brilliant officer who had lost an eye and a hand in battle, and returned home convinced that Hitler had become a threat not only to Germany, but to humanity. Valkyrie was originally an emergency order designed by the Nazi regime itself. Its purpose? Mobilize the reserve army in case of internal chaos. The conspirators planned to twist this system against Hitler. The steps were simple, dangerous, but simple. Kill Hitler with a bomb. Trigger Valkyrie, claiming SS units were staging a coup. Use the reserve army to seize Berlin. Arrest top Nazi leaders, including Himmler and Goebbels. Negotiate peace with the Allies. Everything depended on one moment, one explosion. On July 20th, 1944, Stauffenberg arrived at Hitler's forward headquarters, the Wolf's Lair. Inside the briefing hut, there was Hitler, several military commanders, a thick wooden table, and, well, a single bomb packed into a briefcase. With only one functioning hand, Stauffenberg armed the device, placed it under the table, and walked out. Minutes later, a violent explosion tore through the room. Smoke filled the air, men screamed, but Hitler, miraculously, survived. Why? A thick wooden table leg had blocked the blast. The fate of millions turned on a piece of furniture. While chaos shook the Wolf's Lair, confusion spread in Berlin. The conspirators activated Valkyrie, but news leaked quickly. Hitler is alive. Officers hesitated. The reserve army froze. The coup unraveled. By midnight, the plotters were arrested. Before sunrise, Stauffenberg and several others were executed by firing squad, shouting, "Long live sacred Germany," as they fell. In the following weeks, over 7,000 people were arrested. Nearly 200 were executed. Operation Valkyrie failed, but it proved something vital. Not all Germans followed Hitler. Not all obeyed. Not all stayed silent. The conspirators risked their careers, their families, their lives, to stop a man they believed had destroyed Germany's soul. Today, they are remembered not as traitors, but as resistors. If Valkyrie had succeeded, the war might have ended much sooner and, history would be rewritten. But even in failure, it remains one of the most daring assassination attempts in modern history.